So I heard it's 2016 again, and a YouTube renaissance is upon us. Inevitably. If it's 2016, YouTube is king, okay? We're back, baby. I'm stoked about this because I feel like collectively for a while we've been yearning for those old school nostalgic feelings that 2016 YouTube brings. And I want to keep the ball rolling because everything back then felt more fun, more exciting, less produced, especially like the beauty space on YouTube. It felt like a world full of possibilities. Trust me, I would know because I, in fact, started my channel in 2016. Today, I want to bring back a quintessential video for that era, the monthly favorites. I feel like we've lost the art of like documenting month by month. I want to bring it back. I want to do it my way though, because I'm no longer a fan of the extreme consumerism that was pushed on us during the golden age of YouTube. I want to give it a twist and talk about things that made my month better. These can be actual products, they can be experiences, they can be concepts, books, movies, they can be anything that influenced me during the month. Think of it more of like a digital junk journal instead of like me pushing products down your throat. It's a little lighter, it's a little more fun, it's documenting for my sake and your enjoyment. So if you're looking for those old school nostalgic vibes that come with a 2016 favorites video without the ugly parts of it, you're in the right place. Let's talk about some things that made my January 2026 a better month. January is always a month that I begin using a new planner. I am type A. I love to plan things on paper, baby. And Papier has been supplying my planners for the last 3 to 4 years, basically. Ever since I discovered them, I'm obsessed. This one is a collaboration with Damson Matter. Hello? Is this not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? I love the color, I love the combination, I love the print, I love everything about this, and I love this format because in this format, you get like months, like full months that you can really see and lay out your stuff in. And then you get monthly overviews. In here you can give your priorities, like monthly goals, things you want to accomplish, and you have like a full page of notes. So you can do that month by month, and then you have like a daily space for every single day of the week where you can write your to-dos or write whatever you want. And then you have some space to write in the last couple of pages. So I feel like it's a very complete planner. I really love the format. It works for me. I think this format, I've had it for 2 to 3 years now, and it has served me well. It is exactly what I need to plan my life, basically. The next thing that changed my life this month is my Bose open earbuds. I think that's what they're called. They will be linked down below. I'm a certified AirPod hater. I don't like AirPods because they're very uncomfortable. I do like the Bluetooth aspect of it, but I find that they're uncomfortable in general, like just things that go inside my ear, uncomfortable for me. I don't love headphones either, the ones that go over the ear, because I can't like lay down on them. These I've been wanting for so long because they're basically exactly what you think they're gonna be. They're open, so you put them on like this, like an ear cuff basically. And look at that. You can listen to whatever you need to listen to through here, but this is not going inside my ear completely. It's talking to me, so I'm a little distracted, but it's not going like inside the ear. It doesn't hold itself with my ear, if that makes sense, because it's cuffed. Sound quality is fantastic, and even though I'm like listening to things and it's open, it's not translating the sound everywhere else. And it's also perfect if I go on walks or I want to be alert because I can still hear other things going on like in my surroundings. So they're perfect for the girlies. This month has been a full month of travel. It has been a full month of planes, of car rides, long things where I need these, and the battery life is great. Maybe because they're new also, but so far I've only had to charge them a few times and I use them so much. So they've blown my mind. Now let's move on to a little bit of skincare and beauty because that is always my favorite category. I know it's yours too. This month my skin has gone crazy on multiple occasions because I've been in a lot of cold climates, I've been in a lot of planes, a lot of different time zones, eating different foods. Normal routine has not been a part of my January, and it reflects on my skin. My skin has been not necessarily breaking out, but it has been, you know, I've been getting rashes and like dermatitis and stuff. And this is the calecim, the Recovery Night Complex Power by PTT6. It is an overnight application for sensitized skin. This is in my 2025 favorites. If you haven't checked those out, I have the lists down below if you want to check them out. But it has been serving me well in January as well, especially in January, because usually I like to use this with my retinol to make sure my skin doesn't freak out when I apply my retinol, and it works perfectly. But my skin felt so raw this month, and this is the only thing that really like brought it back to life. For some reason, it smells like yeast. And when you apply it on your skin, at least on my skin, it smells yeasty. I don't mind it. I kind of like smelling like bread. And this just, if my skin is red, I apply it and it immediately soothes it. If I have dermatitis, it immediately soothes it. Like, it is a soothing product like I've never tried before. It is not the most hydrating, so I do like to use this product as a layer, not as like my moisturizer. I layer this, then I do moisturizer, and no matter what, this is always saving me. I was gifted this a while ago and I really didn't know how to use it. But once I started implementing it whenever my skin was sensitized, I realized the power of it. And this month, more than ever before, it really helped my skin survive. When I tell you that the Erborian BB Cream Nude is the only like BB cream tinted moisturizer product that I applied on my skin this whole month, believe me, I love this. I rediscovered it and I was like, why did I ever stop using? Why are more people not talking about this? It is fan-freaking-tastic. It's a 5-in-1. It is a makeup face cream SPF thing. Forget all the claims. I simply like to use it as my overall base. And even though this is very light and light coverage, it evens out my skin like nothing else has. It is not too heavy even though it's a cream. It doesn't settle into my fine lines. It doesn't leave me looking or feeling ultra dewy. It is just the perfectly balanced product that makes my skin look like skin without the imperfections. And I absolutely love it. It is quite long lasting. Trust me, every day that I was applying something all over my face, it was this for the whole month and possibly before that. I know it's not the cheapest, but it's incredible. Also, the shade range, not the greatest, but for me, the shade Nude works very beautifully. I don't know what they put in this. I don't want to find out. I just want to keep using it. Next, I have two concealers that I've been using as a combo and as standalones, and I'm floored by both of them, even though they're quite different. I'm talking about the Tarte 28. This is the Serum Concealer, and then the About Face. This is the Illusionist Skin Focus Concealer. This is not new. This is new, but they were both new to me a few months ago. Let's start with the Tarte 28. For so long, I was like, I don't want to try this because it's a serum concealer. I have more of combo skin. I feel like this is going to be great for dry skin, but for me, no. And then Tarte 28 sent me a package. This was included. And I was like, let's give it a try. Let's just try and see how it goes. Incredible. So lovely, so lightweight. It's a little watery, but it packs a punch. Like, it has good medium coverage depending on how much you use. It feels so light under the eyes. It doesn't look cakey at all. You can set it no problem. On the days when I'm just, lounging or I just want a little bit of coverage, I will add this just by itself and it will give me a good under eye coverage without any of the cakey or heavy feeling that concealers tend to give you simply because you're applying product under your eyes. I love it. I'm so sorry that I ever doubted it. It is so good. And I do like to use this when I want something not necessarily glowy, but just a little bit more light. If I want something that's a little more satin, not matte, but more like satin, a little more full coverage, I will go with the About Face, the Illusionist. I absolutely love the foundation that goes with this. And when this came out, again, About Face sent it to me and I was so happy and excited, but I was hooked on this one, so I wasn't using this one yet. And once I tried it, I was like, whoa, it's so good. This is thicker. I really like the applicator too. Even though it is thicker and a little more satin matte, it is not heavy under the eyes either. The color, when I apply it, it feels a little too light under my eyes, but then I don't know if it oxidizes or just blends very well with my skin tone, but it's like magic. It feels really nice. It wears a long time beautifully. And again, it's not cakey, but it is, I feel like, a step above the Tarte 28 in terms of makeup-y. When I want the best of both worlds, I will combine the two, and they're so good together. Like, very, very lovely. You wouldn't expect it. I don't think a lot of people would combine these two, but I just had them in the rotation, and I was like, what would happen if I just use these two together? And magic happened, truly. In 2025, basically the only concealer that I used was House Labs Triclone Concealer, and nothing stopped me from using it until I got these. I'm a really big fan of fake freckles and the fake freckle look. As someone who is unable to produce her own freckles and does not want to give herself sun damage, I love a faux freckle. I've tried a few faux freckly products and I found a few that I love. In January though, I was using the Tarte Go with the Faux product, and this is different from all the other fake freckle products I've tried because those are usually like a pen or like a little pencil. This is like a stencil, like a stamp. You apply it as a stamp and then you can hold this button down to get more product into the like little pokey things. I don't know, English is evading me. But I was not convinced when this came out. I felt like it would give me really bad faux freckles, like they would be really noticeable that they're fake because you get like the same pattern, right? And you're not, if you're applying the same pattern over and over again, it's gonna look too even and not natural. And then my sister has it and I tried hers and I kind of learned how to manipulate the applicator and boom, incredible. Lovely faux freckles. What surprised me the most about this is the lasting power. Even if you don't really set your makeup, these last so long. I have found that other faux freckle products don't last as long, especially if you have combo skin, but these last quite long. I have the shade medium and it works good for me. They didn't have the lighter shade. I think they have like a light medium shade and that would have been better for me. This works good, works well. And then they have like a deeper shade. I love that they have, you know, a few different shades that work on different skin tones. But this, a really big surprise. Again, to get traveling with me, it gives me like a more natural look to my makeup whenever I want some faux freckles. It makes it super easy and it's a lot less time consuming than going in and drawing freckle by freckle. One last makeup favorite or like beauty favorite that isn't an actual product is Nina Park makeup. By this point, we've all heard about it, we're all fans, and we've all seen all the recreations online. Nina Park, I believe she's a Korean makeup artist. She's gotten super popular over the last few months. Let me just check her out on Instagram. I already follow her, but I wanna, you know, scroll as I speak. And I feel like her style is very unique in the sense that it's kind of like no makeup makeup, but with a twist. It is very natural, but it is specifically enhancing. So she specifically enhances certain parts of the face and make it look like, yeah, you're wearing makeup and you're made up and you look incredible. Like your features just pop, but it's not super heavy. And oh my God, I'm obsessed. Yeah, it's just a very effective product placement and certain shades of products for different skin tones. It's simple, it's effective, it's exactly the kind of makeup that I love. She kind of reminds me of like a Katie Jane Hughes, but a little more refined and classic, not so fun. Her style is a little more like, I don't know what this is, but if you get it, you get it. I love makeup that is just to enhance a face instead of change it. I also love makeup that completely changes your face. That's also fun. This is more of my alley for an everyday look. I feel like it's more realistic in the beauty world, and I love that everyone's recreating it and trying it. I obviously am part of that clan, and I started doing this thing with my brow pencil. I have a brow pencil that is a little too light and too warm for my brows, and I started using it as kind of like an eyeliner all over. I don't know if this is something she actually does, but she really defines the eyes in a very subtle way. Just there's like a little shadow and a little definition, a little liner, but someone on TikTok said that maybe it was like a brow pencil and they do the brow pencil on the inner corner, like inside the eye, to like bring it, I don't know, like define it a little bit and define the shape. So I was like, maybe. I don't know if that's what Nina does, but I started doing it and I just simply line my lash line, my lower lash line, and like the inside triangle here. And I like the look of it. I don't know if it's exactly what she does, as I said, but it kind of gives me Nina Park vibes. So I'm gonna continue doing it. This makeup is changing my life in January. I think it's even shifting the beauty industry to a certain extent because she is just now in the spotlight and everyone is obsessed, and I love that. January, I feel like for a lot of people, new beginnings, and with that comes new goals, new habits, and for me, it's more about like being consistent with the habits that I already have of working out mainly, moving my body, being a healthy human being and not laying in bed all day every day, which is what I wish I could do, but alas, I don't really have cute workout clothes. I might have some leggings and I'll always pair them with like an oversized tee, or I'll use my ratty, like super old pants, like sweatpants, and a tee in my sports bra. Like I've never been someone that like gets made up to work out, especially because mostly I work out at home. But I've been wanting to change that because I know that workout sets motivate you. And how do I know that? Because my cousin gifted me a set from CRC. apparel. Is this CRC Yoga? CRC, I don't know what it is. CRC Yoga. She gifted me a chocolate brown set, leggings, and then a shirt, like a long sleeve just shirt. And oh my god, I don't know what to tell you. These are incredible, amazing, so buttery soft. So buttery soft. Oh, I don't think you understand the softness of these, and they've gone to the wash a few times because I've been using these the whole month and they're still soft and buttery. Probably it's gonna change with time, but for now they're holding up amazingly. It is very comfortable to work out in. Okay, it's also very comfortable to lounge in, but for workouts, I feel badass. I feel unstoppable. Like I can do anything. You want me to run? I can do it, baby. I can do it. I will never run, but I could in this set if I wanted to. Like if my life depended on it, I would put this on and run because it really does motivate me like that. But I know very little about this brand. All I know is that it is a lot more affordable than other workout brands like Lulu or Aloe. I'm not a huge fan of those because I don't like wasting my money on workout clothes when I can work out in ratty old sweatpants. But I might have to try some more gear from CRC because it's so comfortable and it is a lot more affordable than others, and I do want to look cute when I work out, okay? Okay, and then I have one accessory that is very chic, and it is something that I've never owned until now, and that is leather gloves, baby. Leather gloves. Ooh, now I live in the tropics, and I don't go to cold climates very often, or I usually don't go to cold climates that need gloves. But last year, the end of last year, I spent New Year's in Florence, Italy. It was pretty cold and I needed some gloves. I didn't really have gloves, and you can get a lot of great leather goods in Florence. Leather gloves included. Okay, so I got these amazing, beautiful, perfect, like black leather gloves. They're lined with cashmere, and the best thing about these gloves is that because I got them in Florence, they were much more affordable than they would have been if I'd gotten them anywhere else. This is low-key giving me A vibes right now, but I promise they look chic with like a full winter outfit and a coat and everything. They're so warm, they're so cute. I feel so chic whenever I have these on. I didn't wear them the whole month, obviously, because I came back home, but I wore them so much. They saved my hands from freezing. I am also someone who has very cold hands, very cold extremities. I have circulation problems, so I was in desperate need of some gloves, and I know that I'm gonna be using these so much whenever I go somewhere that's cold, even if it's just slightly cold. New York in the fall, baby, prepare for these. Prepare for these. They're functional, they're beautiful, and they really saved my ass the first like week and a half of the month. Lastly, I want to talk about a movie that changed my life in January. Am I a little dramatic? I am very dramatic. That is something you must know about me, but People We Meet on Vacation came out at the beginning of the month, and I have rewatched it quite a few times by this point because I loved the movie. Now, stop. If you're going to judge me for loving the movie and being like, read the book, it's better. I read the book, babe. I read the book. I read the book like 3 times. Okay. It's been a while since I did my last reread, so I needed a little bit of a refreshment. And that might be part of why I really loved the movie, because I didn't have the book as present. The movie is different from the book, okay? And if I start psychoanalyzing the movie and being like, oh, they missed this, they also missed this, I start enjoying the movie a little less. But as a standalone rom-com, what a masterpiece. Let me just say right now that I do not think Tom Blythe is super attractive. I don't think he's ugly, but he was not who I envisioned to play Alex. I was really nervous about that, but he killed it. He killed it. I felt giddy when I looked at him on screen, so he killed it. Emily Bader was meant to be Poppy. She's exactly what I pictured. I feel like they captured the essence of the characters so well. Like the world, visually, graphically, what a stunning movie. What a stunning movie. Like the wardrobe, everything. I loved it. Yes, it was different from the book. I do prefer the book, obviously, but as a standalone rom-com, such a good one to add to the list. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it. If you haven't watched it and you want to read the book, I say watch the movie first. Read the book later because you'll get so much more out of the characters. I know some of you guys were not obsessed with the movie. I was, and I feel like it really made my month better. That wraps up the things that made my January 2026 better. Now that I've shared mine, it's time for you to share yours. What were some of the things, concepts, habits, experiences, etc. that made your month better? Thank you so, so much for tuning in. I hope this was entertaining. I hope this brought back a bit of a nostalgic vibe, old school YouTube for you. I know it did for me. And I thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Bye. Mwah.